Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to today's session. I am Waqas Iqbal, instructor at the Center of Excellence for Training and Development Lahore and a proud participant of Batch 4 TEVTA AI Teachers Training Bootcamp in collaboration with Rehan AI Teachers Training Institute. Today we will explore an essential topic: how to write better and communicate your ideas clearly. Let's start with Islamic reflection and say, My Lord, increase me in knowledge. This beautiful ayah reminds us that clarity in our thoughts and communication grows with knowledge and that seeking knowledge is a noble act. In Lahore today, the weather is hazy sunshine with the temperature around 24 degree to 26 degrees Celsius. A calm, thoughtful day, the perfect mood for a conversation about clarity and ideas. Our guest today is Callannie, David, an AI conversational partner who helps people structure their thoughts, write better, and express ideas with confidence. Let's dive into the discussion. Assalamu alaikum, David. How are you?
Walaikum salam Waqas. I'm good, thanks. Ready to dive into the discussion.
Okay. What does it mean to communicate your ideas clearly?
Communicating ideas clearly means making sure your message is easy to understand and gets across exactly what you want to say. It's about organizing your thoughts so they flow logically, using simple language and avoiding confusion or ambiguity. When you communicate clearly, your audience doesn't have to guess your meaning, they get it right away. It's like giving someone a well-marked map instead of a messy scribble.
Right. Why is writing well so important in education and in professional life?
Writing well is crucial because it's how we share ideas, explain concepts, and persuade others. In education, good writing shows you understand the material and can think critically. It helps teachers see your progress and gives you a way to organize your learning. In professional life, clear writing builds credibility, helps avoid misunderstandings, and makes collaboration smoother. Whether it's emails, reports, or presentations, strong writing skills open doors and keep things moving efficiently.
Right. What are the first steps someone should take to improve their writing?
First step, read a lot. Reading different styles and topics helps you see how good writing works. Next, practice writing regularly, even short stuff like journal entries or emails. Then focus on clarity, keep sentences simple and ideas organized. Don't worry about perfection at first, just get your thoughts down. After that, revise and edit, cut out fluff, fix grammar, and make it smoother. And finally, get feedback from others, it's gold for improvement.
Right. How can someone organize their thoughts before writing?
A good way to organize thoughts is to start with a quick outline or mind map. Jot down your main idea, then list supporting points underneath. Think about the order that makes the most sense, usually starting with an intro, then main points, and a conclusion. Sometimes talking it out or explaining it to someone else helps clarify your ideas too. The goal is to have a clear roadmap before you start writing so you don't get lost or wander off topic.
Right. What is the role of reading in becoming a better writer?
Reading is like fuel for writing. It exposes you to different vocabularies, sentence structures, and styles. When you read widely fiction, nonfiction articles, you pick up on how effective writers build arguments, tell stories, or explain ideas. It also sparks creativity and helps you understand what works and what doesn't. Plus, reading improves your grammar and spelling naturally. So the more you read, the better your writing gets by osmosis.
Right. How do you make complex ideas simple and easy to understand?
To make complex ideas simple, first break them down into smaller parts. Use everyday language instead of jargon or technical terms. Analogies and examples are super helpful. They connect new ideas to stuff people already know. Also, focus on one idea at a time instead of cramming too much in one sentence or paragraph. And don't be afraid to repeat key points in different ways to make sure they stick. The goal is to make your audience feel like, oh, I get this now, instead of overwhelmed.
Right. Why do many students in Pakistan, like me, struggle to communicate their ideas in English?
A big part of it is exposure and practice. In many places in Pakistan, English isn't the first language at home or in daily life, so students get limited chances to speak or write it naturally. Also, sometimes the teaching focuses more on grammar rules and exams rather than real communication. That can make students nervous or unsure about expressing themselves freely. Plus, there might be a fear of making mistakes, which holds people back. Building confidence through regular practice, reading, and speaking in low-pressure settings can really help break that barrier.
Right. How can teachers help their students write and express themselves more clearly?
Teachers can create a supportive environment where students feel safe to take risks and make mistakes. That's key. They can give clear examples and model good writing themselves. Breaking writing tasks into smaller, manageable steps helps too, like brainstorming, drafting, and revising. Giving constructive, specific feedback focused on improvement rather than just errors encourages growth. Encouraging reading and discussion around different topics also builds vocabulary and confidence. And finally, integrating fun, creative writing activities can make the process less intimidating and more engaging.
Right. What are common mistakes people make when writing formal letters or applications, or you can say essays?
Common mistakes include being too wordy or vague. People sometimes try to sound fancy but end up confusing the reader. Another is poor structure, jumping around without a clear intro, body, and conclusion. Grammar and spelling errors pop up too, which can distract from the message. Also, not tailoring the tone to the audience, like being too casual in a formal letter. And forgetting to proofread is a big one. A quick review catches a lot of avoidable errors. Keeping it clear, concise, and organized is the way to go.
Absolutely. How can social media help or harm someone's communication skills?
Social media is a double-edged sword. On the plus side, it gives people tons of chances to practice writing and expressing ideas quickly. It exposes you to different viewpoints and styles, which can broaden your communication skills. But on the flip side, the fast pace and character limits can encourage shorthand, slang, or shallow thinking, which doesn't always promote clear or thoughtful communication. Plus, the temptation to react emotionally or jump into arguments can harm respectful dialogue. So, using social media mindfully, thinking before you post, and engaging thoughtfully can make it a helpful tool rather than a hurdle.
Right. What daily habits can help someone become a better writer?
Daily habits that help. First, write something every day, even just a few sentences or a journal entry. Reading daily is huge too. It feeds your brain new words and ideas. Another good habit is to review and edit your writing regularly to spot patterns and improve. Setting small goals like learning a new word or trying a different sentence structure keeps things fresh. And don't forget to ask for feedback when you can. It's one of the fastest ways to grow. Consistency beats intensity here. Small daily steps add up big time.
Okay, thank you so much, David, for sharing such wise and practical advice on writing clearly and communicating ideas confidently. Today, we learned that writing is not just about putting words on paper, it's about expressing what's inside our minds and hearts with clarity and purpose. To all our listeners, remember, good communication is a skill you can build. If you read more, think more, and write more, your ideas will become stronger and others will listen. Seek knowledge, practice consistency, and don't be afraid to express yourself. May Allah bless our efforts and grant us clarity in our communication.
I mean to that, Waqas. It's been great chatting about this. If you or your listeners ever want to bounce ideas or get tips on writing or game design, my other passion, just hit me up. Keep that clarity and confidence growing.
Thank you, Allah Hafiz.